Islam. My rap look crazy. I don't know how to rap it. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just a dude. What do you want? Look like something on my lip, but it's not. It's here. Yeah, I got gray hair, right? Islam. Shamal Garb El Yah. Actually, as a Moorish American, I'm a doctor. That's my title. What am I a doctor of? Moorish science. What is Moorish science? The study of self. The idea of getting our people to think beyond the area and purpose of life where they are right now. Changing overnight. Bang. Doctor of science. So, if you let the Moors talk, right? We just bring it up. The things we've been taught by our prophet, Noble Drew Ali, is that we're stuck in a case of mental slavery. We think we are what we are not. We wish to be, which we... Do I want to say... Because I mean this both ways. But we're seeking to be things that we aren't. And shouldn't be trying to seek to. This is why we're losing. It's ironic that, we hear the things we hear right now. It's like crazy, yo. It's like what's going on with the people. The people stop thinking. The people stop aspiring. And so, yeah, we look around, we see it in different places, and I love it. But where are our law guilds? Do we have a law guild? See, so I started with the census. And I'm going to go to the next level now, because that's federal, that's the United States in total using that. How does that relate in your neighborhoods? You're not original people. So, in the talking points, when somebody sits up and we're about to give you a speech, we have a lot of things we can say about that, right? But, see, there's something I want to read to you right now from Exhuming of a Nation. But I think I need to hold off for a minute. You haven't fully understood that for the job that I'm a doctor for, uplifting fallen humanity, you still think you're black or African American. I need you to tell me that you read the census and you know for a fact that you are a part of the original people of the earth, and that you understand just by that alone you can't be black or African American. And it didn't just happen. They got 1997. This has been standing for a while. You go back and check. Now, I could do that for you. And I'm taking it like I'm talking junk right now. I'm saying you can go back and check without even checking myself. Go back and check. You know why? Because you know how I can make that confidently? And they could switch it up right now after I post this and say something different. But right this second, you're not human by any of their documents. You're not a part of the original people by any of their documents. These are talking points. I'm just saying it to you. How do you feel when I prove it to you? How do you feel when, honestly, think about it. You're black, you're a minority, right? Everything about you is less. And minority don't mean less, actually less people. Minority means minor acting in a minority situation where you need an adult to do things for you. The adult is the government, the police. You need the police to make you safe. You need the government to feed you. The United States ain't nothing but a service corporation. You never heard of that? United States ain't, and these all law. It's all in the laws. And right now, that was one thing I was going to pull up here. I was just going to go into that, show you that. But I need a second. I need to find that. The next comparative I'm going to make is I live in the state of Connecticut. Elm City, Connecticut, New Haven, New England. And the state of Connecticut is governed by the general statutes of Connecticut. The police departments, medical, you name it, insurance is governed by the general statutes of Connecticut. And we're going to see as we read where they allotted and made room for you as minorities, as United States citizens. Since 1933, this whole country don't know what danger they've been in. And you know, to you, I'm just a black man talking conspiracy theories. To you, are you going to take this journey? Because I'm not really here to talk about other people. I wish everybody well. Hassan, Kwame, whoever. But see, the journey I'm going to take you on is going to have you reading and looking at the same thing that attorneys look at. Same thing that economists look at. Professors in economy read this information. Then after they read it, they give their idea of what they think of it. Really? Yo, and so scientifically, right? And this is where we get like medicine from. So don't run from scientific. The scientists of the late 1800s, early 1900s, and just as I'm telling you I'm a doctor of more science, trust me, in those religions, they got doctors and priests are their doctors. And see, everybody has a position and a job to do. A priest is a researcher. He sits down, he searches out. Then after he researches, he might write a suggestion to whoever the leader is. And then the leader in his cabinet, they read it. And they say, if we could put this in effect to do for us, this is what we're going to do. It works that way everywhere. There's not one part of this system that doesn't work that way on us. So through psychology in the early 1800s, to, let's say, now. Let's just say now. They began to put together special classes and functions and build careers in different fields out of thin air, like management. See, management is something you do. Husbandry is an act on a farm of management and caring for the farm, taking care of animals. That's what husbandry is. The husband takes care of animals. You can look at it any way you want to. I'm telling you, define it. Go. Google husband. Then Google wife. Last time I Googled wife, the definition had shame in it. Wife means shame. Then you want to take it back to the scriptures. Don't the scriptures support that the wife is shame by the way it tells the story and directions it gives the woman? So then a group of people like Moorish American, we come along, we tell you, yo, you're none of that. You none of, you're a divine being. You're God. Goddess is. You are yourself. You know how to control you. You know the real. You know what to do every day. There's some people who don't, but you do. And as long as those who do are standing together, thinking together, working together, then those who don't can't. See what I mean? But when those who do can't too, then they rely on those who don't give a crap to get done with those who don't know want to get done. We have to rely on them. They start doing it. The other side. And the other side is doing what they got to do to both of us because of don't knows. Life is a double-edged sword. I mean, like, if you never got a lesson, know that part. Life is a double-edged sword. I have nothing against homosexuals, right? But if I'm when I hang out with homosexual women. They're in the crowd. Yeah, I deal with that. I don't hang out with homosexual men. I don't know. You won't see me at the club, at the party. We gonna shake it down. And one night I did go with my sisters to a gay club. And the men stayed to themselves, and I stayed with a whole bunch of women. Well, I wasn't going to no gay club. See, when you talk about confidence in yourself, who you are, I didn't know I was going in the gay club, number one. Number two, I had so many girls around me from the beginning. And my sisters don't mind me saying that. They don't mind me saying that at all. They know, they'll admit it. They'll say, oh, hell yeah, this nigga right here, this one, yeah. We don't mind him. Please put me on your do not call list.
Hello?
Please put me on your do not call list. Please put me on your do not call list, ma'am. I don't mean to be rude, if that was rude, but you know, they keep calling. Just put me on the list. You got me? Put me on the list. Okay, so black laws. Let me stick with law. Because I could sit here and tell you about my law, right? And when I say my law, I mean Moorish American law, which to you would be much like a Muslim or Christian or Israelite sitting here telling you about their law. That's how it would come off to you. As religion. If I came off that way, the part you would lose in the delivery is your religion that we're talking to you about is your personal own. We know that you are the thought of Allah. We don't interfere with that. The things we do interfere with is Allah didn't make no black people or African Americans. When we deal with you, that's what we deal with. We all agree to live in love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. And as long as you say you live with that, we ain't got no problem with you either. Love, truth, peace, freedom for everybody. Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice for everyone. We don't have no problem with you. Can you hold to that? Because we will. See, we will. As long as I'm alive, I'm going to say we will. I'm willing to call out anybody and everybody on something I think is shiesty. That's something else, I will. If I think, like, well, you didn't mention, but you didn't say, I wasn't there. I don't know the whole situation. We might wake up tomorrow and everything's solid out there in New York and everything I handle. I'm not. So I'm not really speaking to these things. But in what I'm talking about, you tell me you're a leader of an organization, movement, and I catch you stealing, I ain't got no problem telling on you. You a leader of an organization, and I catch you, like, you utilizing women in the wrong way, I ain't scared to tell on you. You with children, I'm gonna go to jail or be dead, you gonna go to jail or be dead. That right there, one of us is going to jail or being dead on that day. Or we're both going to jail. We're both going to jail. I said, I ain't no tough guy. We'll both go to jail that day, though. I guarantee you that. And the police come. If you want to stop, you stop. I'm not going to stop. I'm telling you. When it comes to the children. Yo, wicked world, man. Wicked world. So, when we do, so now people are out there talking business, move forward. However, people, if you're moving forward under a blanket and that blanket got smallpox, in this particular case, black is your blanket, African American is the blanket, it got smallpox in it. You're going to build on that. You're going to hope to save your children on that. And there will be no saving in the end because they're not considered original people. They have no rights. They have no land. They have nothing except what other nations want to give them. And right now, today, don't we see what other nations are doing to us and giving us? We don't see that. We're going to ignore that. We're going to turn our heads. We're going to bury our heads and see so we can get the bag. And nothing wrong with getting the bag. See, when somebody says learn coding and trades, you'll get the bag. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But let's say you're learning coding and trades and you're selling somebody. Bad. But learning coding and trades, see, anybody would say that that's bad, learning the coding and trades, they hate themselves. They figure they can't learn. They figure they can't move forward. They don't see how. And watch. I'm going to clean it up for both sides, right? So you got people in the hoods who are doing what they're doing. And then we come to learn trade, right? But they're so busy trying to survive, they can't sit down and learn, right? They can't. But now we got the big homies walking up saying, yo, man, come here, man. Let me holler at you for a second. Yo, this is what we're going to do. Yo, we're going to put it like this. We're going to put it like that. Yeah, I need you to sit down and learn some trades. I bet you they sit down and learn some trades. I bet you. When we deal with love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice for everybody, I bet you. Yo, we didn't have it. We got these people right here, went to the stores. In fact, we went to the stores, told the stores we had a program. We needed X amount of dollars to buy X amount of things. They told us no. Yo, man, don't go to that store, brother. Don't go up in that store. 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 We already give charity, yeah, to your own people, but you eat off me. I don't have no power with that. And when I talk about power, people, I put somebody in office. It was an older person, an older woman. I put her in office. Excuse me, I'm on big head. It was my plan. Trust, the neighborhood came together. And all we did was walk around our doors. And, the people in that hood, we walked around all them doors. Yeah, this is who we need. This is who we need. This is who we need. And when on voting day, people came, bang. Yeah. Where we fell off was, because we don't understand politics, right? Once you get somebody in office, you need to be back in the hood, putting stuff together to give them to say, this is what we need. I couldn't bring the people together, and I did not want to run around there and be a poverty pimp. I could have done it. But if you're not buying in, if you my brother and you standing side by side and you're not buying into what I'm saying we need to do for the hood, I'd rather sit down and do nothing. You know why? Because in doing it, I'm causing friction for no reason. I'm making money, so starting that program, that ain't hurting me. But y'all don't want to start the program, right, in a particular way. People were scared of I said start a program, people were scared of getting the RICO Act. Why? I didn't say nothing about no drugs. Why are you scared about getting hit with a RICO Act? I keep saying we need to be our own people, stand up as our own nation, and people are telling me about the RICO Act. The RICO Act don't matter to us. We legal. Oh, the police gonna come and take y'all down. Listen, people, I've done some things legally, right? I've done some things. I've made some moves, right? Police never came and wanted to arrest me for that. In fact, they kind of like, hey, that was good. So one evening, when I was with this program that offered me the $80,000 to shut up, they tell me I got to come to this community meeting. When I get there, it's at the Armory. Why do I want to say the Armory? I might later on change that. It was someplace big off Whaley Avenue, the Armory. Well, while we're in this facility, right? The people who got the stage, they walk up to us and say, well, in the next 9 months, year, we're gonna need X amount of beds, jail beds, to feed a prison population that's gonna grow exponential, right? I let everybody go. They all asking these people questions. What y'all gonna do about the hood? What y'all gonna do about the shooters? They just told you, didn't they? You're asking the mayor and the police what they gonna do. Didn't these people just come in here and tell you, the feds come in here and tell you they built jails? But you're asking them, what are they gonna do? That don't make no sense. So, when it's my turn, see, I'm going to ask the ultimate questions. Who, what, when, where, why, and how. I already had the who, the feds and these people. Where? Right here in my city. When? In the next year. What? Exactly what? They want to build a facility and put my people in that facility. A jail facility. Why? Why? It's been a system they've been doing in order to make money and feed themselves, keep their little communities going outside of our community where we're actually locked up. How? How do they know that in the next year their prison population is going to increase? Okay, keep up with me. Keep up with me because this is fun. In running our own business, we got to sit down and write business plans where you state a mission, build more jails. Goal, get crime off the street. Objective. How do you get the crime off the street? By building the jails. But wait a minute. Is there any crime in the streets that you need to build these jails for? Is it to what you're saying? How do you know it's going to grow to where you're saying that you need X amount of beds? How do we know what you're saying you're spending money on, our tax dollar, right? How do we know? How do we know what y'all going to do? Because when we write those down in business plans, we give you objectives, what we going to do to make it happen. I said that in a forum and nobody understood what I asked these devils. Nobody. Well, excuse me. Local organizations that benefit from our plight. And our plight meaning they need housing programs. So I'm going to set up an agency where I get, and listen, some of y'all are doing it, and y'all are doing it from your heart, right? But yesterday you didn't know that you're not black or African American. So there's people who actually, and I've dealt with them, they offered me $80,000 to shut up. There's people who actually run some of these organizations who are down with the program. They're going to write any BS in, just like they say RZA did with Scientology. Nobody needed the treatment they wanted to impose on them, but they wrote up things anyways to get money out of the federal government. That's what these agencies do. So they come through and they tell the people just how bad of a condition you're in so they can get money to line their pockets and give you a program. Where to me, giving you the money. See, they kicked me out. I'm blackballed in New Haven, Connecticut. Because I'm telling y'all the real. That federal dollars belong to you too. There's a federal website you can go on, and if you offer services, you just sign up. And if you meet, like you got a bid, outbid, you get the money. Don't be a minority. Ooh, now they got to consider. You know what I'm saying? You signed on to be their child. They got to look out for you. They're going to take care of you, right? That's what some of these Caucasian people want to be mad at. That woman at that ESPN, that's the part they're mad at. See, for real, if you're better than me for a job, that's one thing. I used to get pissed at work too. Because now all of a sudden, oh yeah, we got a new supervisor for you. I met this dude 3 years ago when I started, and he's a knucklehead. Oh, his skin color different. Yeah, what you need today, boss? See? I know that place where they offered me $80,000, Paul Ruchinskis. Gonna try to hide with the money I earned, money I got up and made me go get. Wasn't your offer. I put that program together, didn't I? And I worked it better than you thought. When you wrote me those checks, you didn't expect me to come back with insurance and anything for my cars and stuff, did you? You thought I was gonna run out there and spend it like a Negro. You thought I was going to be standing on the corner drunk. You thought I was going to be buying hookers, didn't you? Keep telling y'all. I don't play them games. Never have, never will. You know, like, we're not angels, right? So I just got to tell the truth. When I say something, I got to tell the truth. 1987, 88. just out of high school, which I didn't graduate. I was in high school until I was 21, right? Got a GED. But 1987, 88, 86, 87, 88. I'm outside, this young lady coming down the street, beautiful. Loved her ever since school. Oh my God, her voice. Good morning. Oh. Anyways, I'm out. It's past 12 o'clock. She walk up. What are you doing? You know, only time. Only time. I wanted her before all that. Only time. Never went after nobody else like that. When people came and offered it to me, no. No. I got mama. I got sisters. Now I got a daughter. Nobody gonna be dealing with them like this. And I kind of feel bad about the one girl that I did. I do, because it's like, I probably could have saved you that night with the way I was, but I was into the ignorance too. See how we apologizing? I did. I apologized to the youth for what we thought was cool, and we laid down in the streets, because I left some of that DNA there that got children getting shot today. All old school brothers, you know, if we did it in the 80s, any part, admit to it and apologize to these children for what we did and didn't do. We didn't take care of them. We got greedy and we went for self. Sad. Well, you know. But we were living by laws too, huh? So, the things that I'm talking to you about are really about your nationality. I'm not going to beat you down about your religion. I'm going to tell you what your nationality is. I'm going to show you where your nationality is. And then it's up to you to go get it. But part of the abuse we're taking is because we're black and African Americans. And no nation on the earth has to respect black and African Americans. Then as we study, and if some of you like, I could use a term like troglodyte nigger. Excuse me. All of us might not understand what I just said. But if you go talk to some people and say troglodyte nigger, if you go say it to a white person, some white people, you might end up in a fight. Wait till you find out, and I should say to people we consider white, wait till you find out who the white people really are. Who the spiritual people, godlike people really are. Wait till you find out. I mean, it's kind of in that census where it says white people, origins, original people, North Africa. They try to tell you, they gave you a secret, you ain't biting on it. You ain't biting. They gave you a secret. You ain't claiming who you really is. You going by who they told you you was. Oh, you ashamed? I'm not ashamed of being who I am. I am ashamed of being somebody else's thought. Don't you have an idea of me and try to push your idea of me off on me. Don't you have an idea of who I am and then you're going to make movies and music and everything else to try to influence me about the way I'm supposed to be. That's why I stopped participating in steps, because I didn't know, right? Like trying to clean yourself up, you're trying to be right. You say, I got to get rid of this. I got to get rid of that. I got to get rid of this. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. By time 1995 came, yeah, no. I'll be a liar. By time I got married, and that's the truth. I cleaned myself up to get married, but by the time I got married, I really hip hop. I didn't listen to radio. I didn't watch TV. I don't watch movies. I watch documentaries. I don't watch reality shows, but I sure watch some Kwame. I apologize, brother. I watch Hassan. ED. Until he cleans his act up. Until August 14th. If he don't do that, I won't be listening to him no more. And when I speak, I'm not speaking to you. No, nobody around that area. I don't want to have nothing to do. Listen, it's like this, right? Because, like I said, I'm not a gangster. But let me be honest with everybody. I'll tell. You bring some BS around me and try to put me down with it, I will tell. If it's not about uplifting my community, my people, if it's not about making women feel better about themselves, than the point like when we walk up to her and she already feeling good, right? When we leave her, when she leaves us, she should be floating on the sky. Children too. So if you have any other, just leave me alone. I don't call my women, no matter how mad I get. In fact, like I said, I know I'm telling the truth. If my ex-wife and the other people, Greater White Development Corporation, Paul Ruchinskis, Attorney Pottinger from Yale University, let's get on. Tell the people how y'all conspired to offer me $80,000. Pottinger, tell them about the day we sat in court and you dropped to your knees because we went in your boy's office and I pulled out all the paperwork showing them that your boy Paul put us on the road illegally with a document telling us we won't get paid if we didn't do it. Come on, Pottinger. That's how my boy used to talk to him. Pottinger. Yeah. Come on. Come on, boys. Boys? Grown men. Boys? Thought we was going to take boy to get the money? To get the bag? You keep your bag. Bury me. Huh? Oh, he talking to an old man. So dig. If you don't cross me, I won't cross you. Period. So now you're going to hide behind your age? Only thing you get lucky with is, I got a mama. Hide behind your sex. But you're not going to hide behind your age. Unless you real young. I'm not going to let you hide behind it, depending on how you file me. So you give me a letter telling me I got to make all, you got to do this. I do it, and then you don't want to write me the check that I earned. Not what I'm got to sue you for. The money I earned by the hour, along with other people who earn. I gotta go back and tell these people we don't have the money to pay you. We gotta shut down things because you didn't, and you know that piece of money. This is a non-profit organization, right? They're there to help the community, but they're not paying me my money that I earned. Then they want to offer me $80,000 a year to be quiet. No. I told y'all then, when y'all put me in jail on that BS, I said, y'all should have killed me. Y'all should have took me off the earth, because putting that on me, like whether you get off that charge or not, it's going to float around you. People are going to remember. So you're labeled regardless. Oh, well, but at least it won't. It's going to follow you. And like one day I'll be doing something real slick, and then somebody else will come from behind and tell the person I'm doing the slick. And I don't mean slick in the wrong way. I mean like I'm making some moves. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting money. I'm in the right spot for me and everything. I'm doing it. And then somebody from back then knows and sees, and then whoosh, and I done been doing this for 20 years. But now my 20-year career is over. I got bills now. I got this, that, and the other thing. I can't go, no. You chop my leg off so I can't be in the race. I'm not going to get up and run too quick. I'm not. When you chop my leg off, you did it for a reason. I need to see your reasons. And I got them. And that's why, you know where it starts with? It starts with Kwame. Damn! It starts with Kwame doing what he did to the media. Because the same way he showed you get along, gang, Judge Fasano, Linda Townsend Mayer, Paul Ruchinskis, Attorney Pottinger, they got him in the hood too. Officer Hassett, yeah, they got him in the go along, get along gang. If these niggas are trying to move beyond us, get them. One of them leaders said they won't have any more leaders of their own. Right now, I'm your own. You know, they might kill me. They might kill me because I'm going to say it again. You can't offer me no money to stop giving my people what they need. There's no money in the world. I'm gonna accept a dime. And because I'm on the registry, see, I've been watching my steps, and I see all these females don't like me. They don't like me, so y'all can stop sending them females like that. Stop. They pretty and everything, but the realism in them isn't there. No, I don't like that. I don't like. You don't know what I like. You can't even begin to figure it out what I like. I got y'all going in every direction, don't I? Don't I? Yeah, I'm not talking to the people. I'm talking to the people, but I'm also talking to the people, to the go along, get along game. You know what I'm saying? I got my own Stephen A. I got my own Steven Jackson. I got my own Matt Barnes. I got my own Rachel, whatever her name is. I got my own from my city, yo, where I had 60 to 80 children off the street every day, not participating in the BS. But you know what the problem was? 98, 99, 2000, you know what the problem was? By the census, I'm not original people, so I don't have the intelligence to do what I was doing. I come from 06511 neighborhood. We're not intelligent enough to run our own thing and make our own thing and take care of our children that we put out here. Because, see, I had a youth center, but my children were part of that youth center. You know what I'm saying? They were the same age and everything. So my children, they were with me in the youth center every day. Not Sunday, Monday through Friday. Every day, 2-3 hours a day. I was theirs. Then when we went home, I made sure all the children got home. Then I'd bring mine home. And we'd sit around for another hour or two, just having mad fun. At least, that's the story the children will tell you. Ain't nobody coming out to speak against me. I'll say whatever I want. Watch. They ain't gonna come. They real people here in New Haven. They real people in Connecticut. They real people doing business out here. I tell you that much. Everybody I just mentioned, they real people. I got them on Facebook, on my Facebook page. I took their picture and said, this one did this and that one did that, $80,000. I got the response from the attorney talking about he don't remember. I reminded him. He ain't responded back. Because you thought I was going to, as you said in court that day, oh, we thought you was just going to go away. You're trying to screw my life and you think I'm, listen. You see, this is why I can't knock Hassan. Because we got to tell the truth, right? At that time, I was waking up. And some of the, not the kids I was exactly working with, but their brothers and sisters were either dying or going to jail. Every day. Somebody in some part of the neighborhood was connected back all the way around. They were dying, yo. They were dying, yo. And they were dying for less money than what you just try to sit here and play me for. Less. So I'm working to save the children. We know that the finances is helping me be me and do what I gotta do to stay strong to help the children, right? We know this. So you figured like y'all just cut it off and that was gonna be the end of me. It wasn't, was it? And y'all didn't like that part. I kept going. Oh, what do you mean you want accelerated rehabilitation? You've been arrested before? No, sir. No, I haven't. Yes, you have. Really? I lived in Atlanta, Ohio, Connecticut, and I visited Canada. Y'all got my fingerprints and DNA. Run it. Y'all got mad because I put my hands on your boys, didn't you? Because I went up in their office. Hey, Ice Cube, I wish I had known. I wish you told me that, man. It was all, I don't know if it was all around the same time, but I wish you had told me, man. Yo, don't put your hands on them white people. Just go in there with a bat and bust this shit up. I wish you had told, I cussed. I apologize. But I wish you had told me that, Q. I'd have did it. I'd have did it. Oh, I'd have did it. I'd have took that bat up in there. But I wouldn't have been there with my knuckles. You know what I'm saying? I did. I'm not glorifying. If I glorify anything about that, here's the part I'm going to glorify. I ain't black or African American. And if everybody can make war on you, how you figure you don't get to make war back? You know? I mean, come on. Come on. Every time I'm going to the center, I got police jumping on me, pulling me over to my selling drugs. Hassing. I'm going home. Yo, let me talk to you for a minute. You ain't dirty, are you? Yo, what's going on over there? Ain't none of my business, Hassett. Who's that over there? Hassett, didn't I tell you I don't know these people? What you stopping me for? You trying to mark me? And right now in the hood, I've been told within the last year, police been riding around talking about, oh yeah, you know he one of our boys, right? I ain't one of your boys. I told you about my son. Now you deal with me on any other level. Anybody want to call me a snitch, show me in your records. Show me in your records. And you can't, because I wasn't in your business. One thing, stop shooting each other. But when it comes to you making money, I ain't nobody tell you about making no money. You do what you got to do. Eat. Stop shooting each other. Eat. Stop shooting. You killing the community with them drugs. We all did it. So then, therefore, I know why you selling them. You trying to pay bills. Who am I to tell you? When we pull out the guns, we went too far. My son had a commission. He wouldn't have got shot. All he had to do was work within the rules. He didn't work within the rules. And without being a gangster, I was part of that commission for the work I did in the hood. And it's not a commission that everybody recognizes, just we the old school in the hood. You know what I'm saying? So when people, they like, yo, man, well, you know what? I know so let me talk to him. Let me see if we can squash this. Let me see if we can squash this. Let me see if we can squash. We was really doing that kind of thing, man. And I'm talking about 2000s. 2000, like 2007. 2000, listen, y'all, 2011, 12, 13, 2010, 11, 12, 13, we was making moves like that in the hood. Making moves. Shutting it down. Nobody respected. The police didn't respect it. We were a gang. We were running the neighborhood. What do we expect, right? What do we expect? You know, part of the reason why they were probably concerned about actually being called RICO Act. Some of them were probably in gangs, coming out of gangs, whatever that transition was. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, all of that was never none of my business. Here's what is my business. I'm sitting in my laundromat. All of a sudden, yo, you hear? 90 people got arrested. For what? It was a sweep. Ray. Are you serious? Yeah, they got this one. What they get him for? How he get caught up in the mix? Oh, a phone call. A phone call? So you mean to tell me all these phone calls going around? Huh? 90 people. Oh, you didn't call none of them? The 2 people I called didn't have nothing to do with, you know, me being inside that circle. They were even the police know those are just my personal people. I don't know the rest of them. The police know that. So when they made that big 90-man sweep, all they did was send a reporter to talk to me from the independent news. You know what my answer was? All I see is like 200 children, 180, 200 children, fatherless now in the hood. 90 people. Give them all 2 children apiece, 180 children. Give them a few of them 3, make it 10. You know, that's 10 more, 20 more. Now you got 200 fatherless children running around this little town, no direction. Mommy got to go to work. Our babies' lives are twisted in 2 minutes. And you just took dad away for 6 to 9 months. And that's not excusing anything anybody might have been doing in order to get there. It's just for the way the system goes. And you can arbitrarily say we're going to have X amount of people. Wait. We have X amount of people in jail. We're going to need X amount of money, X amount of space, and y'all get it, right? Then when I know private prisons are walking up to the state telling them, hey, look, you're supposed to keep this thing like 80% full. If you don't, you're not fulfilling your contractual obligation. But if me and you ain't running around shooting each other, can they fulfill their contractual obligation? That private industry gonna sue them. But if me and you just stop shooting each other, they don't have no reason to walk around us say anything. And I saw something about Cuomo sending the governor of New York sending people in the martial law. Kanye said it seems like people just voluntarily signed up for slavery. Let that sink in. When you know all the rest of these parameters, because I'm going into these general statutes of Connecticut next. You want to know what the laws of the police are in your state? Find their general statutes. Any part of the government you want to know how it's supposed to function, transportation, anything, go to their general statutes, start reading. How come there's not a guild of us who are studying law together? Oh, you gotta go to school to, can you read? Can you read directions to put a make some ramen noodles, some oodles and noodles? Can you read the directions for that? Read law. Read law. I'm telling you. Read law. I'm not an economics major. Read about it. Investopedia.com. Read about it. Tell me you're not a law major, you're not an economic major, only because you didn't read about it. Management, marketing, research. Research is something. Kwame said trades, right? Researching is a trade, and big companies need researchers bad. Especially, all right, so again, guilds. Just imagine if we had a law guild. Just imagine if we had a language guild. A language guild, yeah. Each religion is a different language. Let's study those. We pick somebody and then we have discussions. You study this one, you study that, you study that one, right? We ask the experts, your local imams, ministers, sheiks, to come, rabbis, to come to the table, Levites, to come to the table and talk about what it is that their religion, their law is about, their language is about, right? Then there's also languages: Spanish, German, French, Italian, Indian. So just imagine all over this land, our land, the Americas, in these. Imagine if we had 7 children studying 7 different languages: Japanese, Chinese, Israelite, or Hebrew, if they want to call it that, German, French. Imagine Russian. Imagine 3 and 4 children studying each one of those languages. And then the parents are taking the time to get them on Zoom with the other children at studying time and making sure that they're all sitting there studying. Each parent taking their turn, going back and forth, checking their child at the table. Not even to be in the camera, but just to stand behind their child and listen and make sure that they're doing the work. Overnight, y'all. Things can change, but we're not thinking, and we don't know the legal ramifications of everything that we're signed into. And that's our problem. It's the legal ramifications. When you signed on as Black African American, you agreed to be the stepping stool for the United States of America. No matter what happens, no group of people will ever be as low as you. You will be the measuring bar for what's poor. And they will make sure that every group doesn't fall that low. That's why you have Asian protections against us right now. We have to sit at the bottom of the totem pole in order for them to have an economic structure. And by saying Black and African American, we signed on for it. I mean, I'm trying to make it clear. And I'm trying to make. I don't have any. I had anger in me before when I was doing this. Oof. Y'all thought Poppy was mad, but I wasn't talking about killing nobody. I hurt. I hurt. My wife hurt me. My wife, the person I was sleeping with, she sold me out. I was hurt. That but I'm not hurting no mama. Not like that. Ain't nothing like that. It was the newness of it, the realization you got to deal with that. Oh, my wife. Now it's over. Now it's over. Now, even when I speak about these people, y'all did what y'all had to do in order for y'all to survive, because I was running up on you, huh? I was running up on you with paperwork, with a pen and pad. I was digging at you with a pen and a pad. Everything you wrote, I could write better. Everything you wrote, I could write better. Oh, do you think you could do that job right there? Let me see the paperwork. I'll tell you if I could do the work or not. And they got scared. That's when they offered me the Paul Ruchinskis. I was being offered his job. Not offered his job, but being asked, can I do his job? I never really cared about what his job was. Hey, Paul, give me my check. Never really cared, but now that you asked me and he got all these papers on it, what are you doing, Paul? Because I caught you stealing $250,000, didn't I? So what are you doing, Paul? I was trying not to be in y'all business, Greater Dwight Development Corporation, Linda Townsend Mayor. I said I did what I had to do in order to get that check out of y'all, to feed my family. Everything legal by the law. I even took your phony personality test when y'all wanted to see if I was a shark, and I showed you I was a dolphin, and you thought I was a dolphin. Y'all probably don't even know what a personality test is, huh? Before I got the first contract, I had to go sit down and take a test to find out what type of person I was. When I got done, they said I was a dolphin. I said, ooh, these people don't even realize the parts that would make me the shark. I knew not to cross them. If I had put down a shark, I'd have never got the contract. See, I could have shown how real smart I was and put those down there, what I did and how I didn't put those down there. So now I didn't answer your questions the way you wanted me to answer them. So now you're mad when you see what you got. I needed money, man. I can't cheat a test. Listen, y'all. When I say cheat a test, I didn't have answers on me. I went in there with prior knowledge of these type of things, sat down, read it, and then proceeded to answer based on personality. Y'all want to know what kind of personality I got? Y'all thought I was a dolphin. I guess you thought you saw rainbows around that dolphin. Because they did that, yo. Listen. So after I turned down the money, I'm in the field. This is all before I get arrested. I'm in the field with the children one day. And I'm like, no, come on now. Don't do this to me. All of a sudden, excuse me, sir, can I talk to you? Yeah. I just want to know if I can get a job working for y'all. There is no us, it's only me. And I don't think I can hire you because your lifestyle will not be the type of lifestyle that I'm teaching to these young men. Our lifestyles will conflict in what we're teaching them. He walked off. I think that was the start. I think he was sent to see what my response would be. I'll say this again. I ain't nothing against gay men. If that's what y'all do, that's what y'all do. When it comes to our children, don't push that on them. Don't try to find a way, oh, everybody got it. No, we don't. We cannot go into the next generation being gay. You can adopt a child, but if everybody gay, where you get the child from? Another country now? Now y'all are going out kidnapping, y'all back into that sex trafficking and baby trafficking, huh? Baby ain't attached to neither one of y'all, so either way it's mom, dad, but you can still have a sexual relationship with that child. Bah! Forgive me. But see it, but we don't see it, people. We see it, but we don't see it. And no, I'm not crying. I get allergies. Plus, you know, I medicated myself a little bit, so I got the sleepy eyes. Yeah. Do we see the games they playing on us? Brad Pitt and Angelina can go and adopt all them little dark-skinned children. They're not related to them, so as they grow up, they can groom them for what? I'm not saying that's what Brad and Angelina are doing. I am saying there are people out there in Brad and Angelina's position who are doing it. Doing exactly that. But they're only doing it to people who have been denationalized. People who talk about themselves outside of who they are. You know, unless they're actually went in there, kidnapped them, slavery. They're only doing it to people like that. They're not doing it to the original peoples of the earth. The original peoples of the earth do it to themselves. They do it to each other. But you and I mean, for example, walk down the street right now and beat up a white guy. What's going to happen? Walk down the street right now and jump on a white woman, an Asian person. What's going to happen to you? I'm telling you, all you got to do is look at what's happening. And you see, this comes from somewhere. Why can't it come from their documents? And in particular, why can't it come from the U.S. Census? Any of the leaders out there got our people calling themselves black. Before we continue, all I ask, make sense of that U.S. Census for me. Because the way I was taught from child, Nation of Islam, I'm the original man, the Asiatic black man. But I'm sorry, everything ain't adding up when I start calling myself black. Asiatic, I'll take that. But when I put black in there, it's not adding up to a man. It's adding up to a possession. A black person is a possession. Either that or they're a person who has like low morals and feel bad about themselves all the time. And therefore you can have any skin colors if you have low morals. You feel bad about yourself all the time, then you're black. And when you're white, you're happy, purity, God. I'm not making this up. You need to read. They stopped you from reading. That's sad. Young men reading on a 4th grade level because the older men are reading on a what grade level? And the ones over them are reading on a what grade level? And what do we read? Facebook posts? I love y'all, man. I love my peoples. No matter what you want to call yourself, I love you. But when it comes to this law, it doesn't, like, the streets don't love you. The law is a part of the streets. It don't love you. So the next time I get on here, I'm going to be looking at Connecticut, general statutes of Connecticut. You have the same type of general statutes in your state. And what I want to do is, as we go through them, right, like we'll pick a subject and then we'll read from what they both say. And that's where we'll find ourselves locked up at. And then as no justice, no peace. Then we'll just sit down and write a letter to the senators and ask them why is it like this and let them begin to explain from there. I'm not about, forget all that marching. If we was the military, we march. If we was a marching band, I march. A couple of other instances when I march. But for this, did they march to add more taxes? Do they march to change a law that all of a sudden, do they march for that? Then why are we marching? I'm going to show you that too. After I go to the Connecticut General, ooh, wait, I'll show you that one. I think that one, y'all going to all be like, oh, what? Are you serious? Yeah, man. Marching's a school. They teach you to march. And people get paid to teach you to march and be peaceful. Y'all didn't know that? Watch when I come back. First, we're going to the statutes for your state. Islamism. Dr. Shamal Garb El Yah. Islam, Moorish American government.